We're going to take some notes on section 4 of chapter 7, quadrilaterals. So write this in your notebook. If you need to pause the video, pause the video. So a quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides. Now it's not that simple. So we're going to give you some examples of other quadrilaterals. So you need to copy this down into your notebook. So quadrilaterals can be divided into parallelograms, into kites, or to trapezoids. So what is the difference between these? So here, if we want to go this direction, so you would write this in your notes, so you might need to pause the video to write all this down. So opposite sides are parallel. Okay, so here they're parallel, right? Remember, so parallel lines will never meet, and they're congruent. And again, congruent means they're equal. So opposite sides are congruent. Okay, so here with a parallelogram, I have 4 equal sides, but notice they're parallel. Here, a rhombus, you have 4 congruent sides. Which also could be a square because you also have 4 congruent sides. Now if I go towards a rectangle, I have 4 right angles. And you have 2 congruent sides and 2 congruent sides. Okay? Now if I want to go towards the kite, this one's a little different. So I'm going to put some notes. So you have congruent adjacent sides. Okay, so that means this side and that side, they're congruent because they're adjacent. And then these are congruent. Opposite sides are not congruent. Okay, and then a trapezoid, you have 1 set of parallel lines. Here's my parallel lines. To me, a trapezoid is almost a triangle. So again, if you need to pause the video, pause the video. Otherwise, go ahead and move on. So you need to know all these different terms, so we're going to make some flashcards out of those. Okay, draw these pictures, and we're going to go through this, and you're going to write down everything in your notebook, so you might need to pause the video to copy down the pictures. So how can I classify this first quadrilateral? First, I'm going to look, and I only see 2 pairs of parallel lines. So therefore, I have a trapezoid. Down here, I have opposite sides that are congruent. So to me, that looks like a parallelogram. Okay, so write that down in your notes so you have it in your notes. Okay, so copy these pictures down into your notebook and then classify them by using the names, and you should see a text box on the right to give me the names. Okay, check your answers with my answers. If you have something different, write down a question. So if you have a question about something, write that down in your notebook. So check your answers. Okay, what do we know about the angle measures of a quadrilateral? You're going to write all this down in your notebook. You're going to have it all as a reference. So the sum of the angle measures of a quadrilateral have to equal 360. So if you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause the video. When you're ready to move on, move on. Okay, so now let's practice finding the missing angle measure just like we did with triangles. So copy this down into your notebook. If you need to pause the video, pause the video. So we're going to write down our formula, our equation, we're not just going to guess and throw a number at the paper, so we're going to have it all organized. So I know the sum of all my angles needs to equal 360. I should see that in your notes. I should see that when you do your homework. I'm going to combine my like terms. I'm going to show I'm subtracting 280 from each side. Therefore, x equals 80. So please get that in your notes. All right, you're going to do 2 on your own. So pause the video, copy down the pictures, copy down the angles, do the math. So show me the whole equation and solve for x. So I should see more than just an answer in your notebook. You should see a text box on the right. All right, check your answer with mine. See if we are have the same answers. Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? So go ahead and check your answers. If you have a question, write that down in your notebook. Okay, now the fun part, we're going to make some quadrilaterals. So write this down in your notebook. I want to draw a parallelogram with a 50-degree angle and a 130-degree angle. So just kind of like with triangles, we're going to kind of follow our procedure. So I'm going to draw my line. On the left side, I'm going to draw a 50-degree angle. On the right side, a 130-degree angle parallel to the line on the left. Then I'm going to connect the lines on top, making sure all lines are parallel and congruent. Okay, so let's see if we can do that. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line. I want a 50-degree angle, so I'm going to make my angle this way. Okay, so now I got a 50-degree angle. And then, oops, except I said to do it on the left side. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line. Okay, on the left side, I'm going to put a 50-degree angle. So there's my 50-degree angle. Let's erase this extra because, let's erase it. Okay, there's my 50-degree angle. On the right side, draw a 130-degree angle parallel to the angle on the left. Okay, well, I know 50 and 130 are the same, so it's going to go this way. But I didn't leave myself enough space. I'm going to do this, that, and that. So this is my 50-degree angle. This would be my 130-degree angle. Okay, so then this would be my other 50-degree angle, and this would be my other 130-degree angle. So again, we're going to go over this during class. So just copy this down, write notes on the side. But we're going to practice in class, so don't stress about it. Okay, so now in your notebook, I want you to draw a right trapezoid whose parallel sides have lengths of 3 centimeters and 5 centimeters. So remember, so here's my trapezoid, here's my 2 parallel lines. I want a right angle. So one of these should be 3 centimeters and one should be 5 centimeters. So see if you can draw that in your notebook. Again, we're going to practice some more tomorrow during class. Just get the basic idea down, please. Okay, so here's my answer. Opposite of what I just did, of course, but it doesn't matter. So there's my 3 centimeter side and my 5 centimeter side. And I believe that's it. So tomorrow during class, we're going to do some homework. So the other thing, though, I need to see is from those first set of slides, I want to see some flashcards. So on the front of your flashcard, I want to see a drawing. Okay, so this might be my parallelogram. And then on the back, so in the front, you're going to draw the picture. And then on the back, you're going to write the name, parallelogram. How many should I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have 6 flashcards. See you tomorrow.